Hi.
Hi.
Hey, this is starting the game. Welcome to something to talk about. We're doing Let's Talk About the Vikings show where everything's made up and the points don't matter. That's right. The points are like Irv Smith Jr.
They don't matter.
They don't matter.
That's it. I love somebody immediately said today, they were like, well, I mean, we were just assuming that Irv Smith's not on the team next year and we should just retire number 84, right? Like that was the first comment I saw.
I almost bought his jersey when I was buying jerseys.
I
It was
like
between
Irv.
this one. Yeah, I know. It was between this and his.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting Hunter, but
I was huge on Irv coming back this year, but the high ankle sprain trade deadline weekend is not a great time to go out for 6 weeks.
Also, anytime you can get, even if you don't need Hutchinson, anytime you can get him in division for peanuts, you do it.
I know. I mean, I bet the Lions got some decent picks in return, but TJ is like a top 6 tight end in football, and the fact that we got him in division is ludicrous.
It's insane.
It's insane. It's ludicrous.
I mean, to defend the Lions, it looks like we're going to talk about that right away. Defend the Lions,
it's the big news.
It is the big news. To defend them, they need to rebuild. We do not. We need to polish.
We need,
and
to
this
win.
is Well, we are.
We are.
but
we are. Winning.
Yeah. I mean, but everybody in their mom admits we're not winning amazingly. But you know, when's a win, and also having a star tight end, even though I like her, having a look at our offensive weapons now. Like, it is insane. You get Hutchinson, who even on a bad Lions team he's got like 3 or 4 touchdowns this year. Like, he's averaging a lot of catches per game. Like, he's like a really good receiver, let alone good blocker, good everything else.
And that's the one thing. He's a great blocker. And with the amount of pulling and play action that Kirk does, that's what we need. We need a tight end who can lay people out, and
one who doesn't get sick.
And one who isn't always hurt. And our backup Munt is just not a great tight end. So I think this is great. And again, like you said, we are looking to win. This is doable now. Like, we have the division almost wrapped up, and we're halfway through the season.
It's pretty wrapped up. Yeah, we have to start playing. We have to flip, pretty much. We have to play horrible, and Packers have to play amazing, or Bears have to play amazing.
It's just not going to happen.
I don't see it happening right now. All right, you want to talk about the Cardinals game?
Yeah.
So we haven't done one of these since week 4.
Yeah.
So it's been a while.
And we've been winning.
Yeah, we've been winning. We've only lost the one against the Eagles, so we've been winning. And last time we did, I think it was about the Saints. Was the last time we talked.
Yeah. Well, the Cardinals game was and you and I even talked between. Like, the Cardinals game was like the next game on the schedule that felt like a game. Like
who did we even play in between?
We played Detroit and
Bears. I'm trying to remember who we played last.
It might have been the Bears, not Detroit.
Oh, Dolphins.
Dolphins.
We missed the Dolphins.
Yeah, that's right. We intentionally skipped that one. You and I chose that one because Tua wasn't playing. The whole Dolphins team was hurt that day. So, I mean, we whooped up on them. Teddy Bridgewater looked terrible.
Well, and he was only in it for a little bit.
And he was out, and then we put in some guy I've never heard of.
We're so lucky that we got that Dolphins. Honestly, I don't know if we could beat healthy Tua with all of his weapons. He's a really good quarterback.
Yes, he is. And they're kind of like Minnesota right now. I'm sorry, Mercedes. They're looking to win now.
Yeah,
they're like the AFC team that reminds me of us.
Yeah, absolutely.
A team that's pretty well put together, but nobody really's talking about.
They got freaking Tyreek Hill, don't they?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Tyreek is so good.
Because I was going to say
JJ. I think when we're Vikings fans, we don't look at JJ. I mean, we know he's good.
I do.
But in the populace of football, I mean, everybody knows Justin Jefferson's really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
let's get into this because I specifically want to talk about Vikings catching today.
Okay. All right.
But let's work our way there. So we got time possession. It looks like the Cardinals won. Does it? Like, Cardinals had it longer. They barely had less yards. They had more passing yards. 100 less rushing yards. Holy crap!
Yeah, Cardinals rush attack's bad.
Yeah, they did. Did they rush?
Not really. Kyler Murray just didn't look very good.
Equal on penalty, and then total plays like
10 penalties apiece. That, by the way, that game.
Lot.
Oh my God, the first half there were so many penalties. I couldn't believe it. But it's the turnovers. That's what killed the Cardinals. Cardinals had some really bad turnovers.
Speaking of turnovers, I was working graveyard shift and I slept through this entire game, so I watched just as many highlights as possible. So I might not remember specific plays that much, but I didn't even, also highlights aren't going to show penalties. I didn't realize it was so penalty ridden.
It was.
The game I watched on highlights is not the game everyone's talking about. Everyone's like, wow, it was really messy, this and that. I'm like, really? I didn't see that.
Overall, messy because of the penalties, and I actually thought the Cardinals looked messy. I thought we looked good. It was. I know you and I talked this week one after the Packers, and we were like, hold the phone. After Sunday, that was the first game where I felt like if you would have watched the whole thing, you would have finally switched your taco-ness and went, maybe we're good. Because we were good on Sunday.
I think we're good. I think we're good. I'm at the point where we're good. Honestly, wait for it. I'm at the point where I think we belong like fourth. I do.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, I do. I'm at the point where I'm actually agreeing with power rankings. Like, Eagles, Bills, Chiefs can be higher than us, and I'm okay with that, even though we have a better score than one of them. But
I'd put all three of them ahead of us.
I'd put all three. But besides that, I know
people are because of the weekend and it's the Vikings. People are back on the Cowboys bandwagon, even though they beat the Bears. And then you have everybody's on the San Francisco bandwagon because CMC is there now.
Yeah, but the Rams bandwagon ran off a cliff.
Yeah, that's the thing.
The Rams are dead.
They're dead. They're dead. They're terrible. God. They're so bad.
And the Bengals got destroyed by the Browns.
The Bengals offensive line is. I've watched like 3 or 4 Bengals games this year just because of happenstance. Joe Burrow gets sacked every 14 seconds. They're so bad. I mean, and then you added like the Packers being bad. So it helps us.
The one game I did watch on Sunday, because I woke up and it started at 7:30, and I started watching it right before I went to work, was Packers Bills.
Sure.
If I could catch any game this week, I'm glad I watched that game.
And the thing about that game is that score, that 27-17, does not show that the Bills could have lit them up. And really in the second half, the Bills pulled back a lot.
Well, it's funny. Josh Allen played a bad game. He still won.
Oh God, he still looks so good though.
But he still threw 2 interceptions. Like he played bad for Josh Allen. Sorry.
And even somebody said to me the other day, they were like, if they weren't like beating them so like handily, would Allen even have made those throws? Because both interceptions he threw were really bad.
Yeah,
and they were.
One was like two Packers.
And people were like, if the game was closer, does the quarterback that good actually try those throws?
Probably not. I think they were throwing one of them. He was throwing it away, but he was throwing it away.
Yeah, that weird one was. Yeah. Kyler Murray tried to do that against us. That was that Harrison Smith interception.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray was getting sacked in the end zone and decided to launch it apparently midway through the field, and that was a bad idea.
Let's talk about throwing, shall we? All right,
throw people.
Here's our throwing stats. Kyler Murray threw 2 interceptions, as you were just talking about. There's not a huge major difference here. It doesn't look like I'm trying to look at like it does again. Like sometimes when you look at the stats, it's only like one number that really shows. Like they threw more touchdowns than Kirk did, but that's because Kirk freaking ran one.
Yeah, he did.
But yeah, so who are the 2 interceptions to? The one you just said
was Harrison, and then the other one was to. Was that one to Dance? No, it was Bynum at the end of the game.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the drive. They were just trying to drive, and we got him pretty good on that one. But again, that was the end of the game. Kyler's trying to force stuff that there was not much to do because they were just trying to score points. But Kyler, I thought overall, he didn't look great. I think
Kyler Murray normally looks like a really I think he needs that year because I think he's a really good quarterback.
So do I.
And you remember the first half of last year? The Cardinals looked unstoppable until they got stopped.
That's the thing is, are people figuring out that he's stoppable now?
Yeah.
Because I thought he looked really under duress a lot. I mean, granted, I'm sure we're going to get to this, but our defensive front was beating up the Cardinals. Kyler had people in his face a lot. He was getting scrambled around a lot, and that was a good thing. We want
to talk about defense, apparently.
I know you do.
No, you do too. You can bring it up.
I love
it. Let's do running and catching first,
right.
Just because I don't want to get confused. I'm a simple man, Dustyn. All right, so
I know.
So Kyler Murray did do a little bit of run, but I really want to talk about Kirk Cousins gets runs for a first down and then runs for that touchdown, like almost right away. Like, was that their first drive?
It was the first touchdown. That play, and it's funny when I was watching too, it's so open on the side when he runs. And you're like, is he going to go for it? And again, it makes me think.
It looks like he's about to slide like twice, and then he's like, wait a second.
He's just like, I can do this. And again, it kind of makes me think of things that you and I have talked about on the show before, is that it feels good this year. Like, Kirk wants to do that.
Yeah.
Like, give it one more yard. Kirk's taking a big hit on that touchdown.
Because
that defender's right there. So if there was an extra yard back,
but
he got it. He was going to get kind of like Josh Allen did on Sunday. I don't know if you watched his one where he tried to run into the end zone and got destroyed on the 1 yard line.
Got lit up. Yeah.
But Josh Allen doesn't give a shit because he wants to win football games.
Yeah.
And I feel like Kirk feels this now. Like, he feels that he wants to be a part of the win.
And I think
that's
a lot
of it.
Way. I don't want to throw any punches at Zimmer right now because the guy's having a
rough day. Yeah.
He's had a really bad time, and that sucks. Like, but I think that this is the difference between our coaches. Is I feel like Zimmer had a little bit more of a leash or a cage on him, and right now he's we're letting Kurt make these decisions, and I feel like he feels a lot more free with this offense compared to last year's offense. And also, you know what this reminded me of? Freaking Ryan or Aaron Rodgers from last year when he ran it. It was like the week 3 or 4 when he looks, his hair's all ragged and his beard's all ragged, and he's got a beer gut and he's running into a touchdown. And I'm like, how come this guy can make plays like that, but our guy can't? And now our guy is, and that's what's important. Now our guy is making plays like that. And that's
agreed. And he had a couple little pickup short first downs too, and then like 20 yards. Like, that's what and again, it's the confidence thing. You know, he knows. And let's be honest, Justin Jefferson pulls defenders like crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, they show it on replays. It's insane.
We got one more rusher to talk about because Delvin had
a great day.
He had a week, man.
Great day.
Yeah, that huge first down he had at the beginning of second quarter, which I don't even know if it counts as a rush. It might be in his catching because that's that 30
that was
here.
That was the catch up.
Yeah, because it wasn't much of one. He just threw it right over to him. Yeah, a little toss, but he. Combining with that 111 with that 30, I mean, he had oh my God, Delvin is playing like Delvin, and it's making me really happy.
Yeah, and Madison, he was on the trade block too, so he got the ball a lot, and I was like, yeah, I know, that's what I thought. Delvin still scares me a bit with his health, but again, the team again was just.
I love that we have 2 running backs. That's what I like. I like that we have 2 good running backs.
I do.
That's what's important for us. And also, how funny is it that the best running back on Cardinals was Kyler Murray?
I think that's probably every week.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I know you still really want to get into defense, but I want to.
You can hit the receivers quick.
Yeah, let's touch catching really quick. So Justin Jefferson. Didn't break 100. Got really close. No touchdowns. And freaking Johnny Munt. His one catch is 1 yard, 1 touchdown.
That's all you need. They threw that whole defense on that play too.
I had to remember who he was. I was like, who's Johnny Munt? Backup tight end. Yeah.
They pulled the whole defense on the play, though. The whole defense bit the run, and Munt was just he stood there wide open.
Beginning of second quarter, I think I might have gave this to Delvin. No, never mind. The play I want to remember at the beginning of second quarter was Thielen had a hell of a catch. That catchy, it was like one-handed over a defender with another defender on him, and he was like, boop. Like,
such a good catch.
Can we talk about his hands again?
I know, they're so good.
Oh,
I know, and again, another Thielen day, 6 for 67,
and that's
the outlet. He's the outlet for Kirk.
I'm tired of people putting shame on Thielen. Like, he is getting the job done.
This is what his job is. His job is Dalvin Cook and Jefferson are the playmakers. They're the stars.
Yeah.
But you need 9 yards for a first down.
Thielen. Yeah.
Thielen. That's his job.
That's
his job.
Jefferson's getting double covered and Thielen's getting double covered. Throw to Thielen. He's probably going to catch it.
Exactly. Even though Jefferson had another good catch right over a defender, too. I mean, it was, again, I'll just say it the whole video. Our whole recording today. The Vikings looked good. We just look good on all facets, besides what we're going to get to probably at the end.
Well, and a lot of people are calling it a rough day, but then they say, even though they played rough, they still found the way to get the win. And like ESPN's power rankings said something that I'm not sure if I agree with, because it totally downplays our offense and our defense. But it was saying, like, they don't win with powerful offense and they don't win with powerful defense. They find that, like, other thing to win with. And that's, like we're good at playing, find the odd way to win, which, you're right, but you're going to tell me that our offense isn't powerful?
I agree. I think, again, it's the Kirk Cousins stigma.
Yeah, absolutely.
They will forever look at it as Kirk's thing. Finally, and just because you brought it up, even this week, my buddy who's a Vikings fan was texting me. He goes, I can't watch the media anymore because they literally don't care about the Vikings. It was all about how bad the Cardinals played. There's a couple of rankings that I saw that have us below the 49ers, that have us below the Cowboys.
What?
I know. That's what I said. Finally, I watched McAfee, and they started talking about the Packers like they always do. And finally, McAfee goes, "Did you guys watch the Vikings?" He's like, "That team's fucking good." He goes, and then he even said it. He goes, "You know what?" And nobody's talking about it. He goes, "But this team is good." He goes, "This team is a scary team." And I'm like, right.
ESPN won't put them past 5 at all. I think they had them at 6, but like they belong at 4. Period. Right now,
we are. Period. 4. We are the second best team in the NFC with a stranglehold on our division.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're playing in stranglehold.
Other divisions are playing that bad too, but the whole division's playing bad. We got one team. We're playing amazing in a division that can't figure it out.
And it's not like we didn't beat them. We beat all 3 of them already.
All 3 of them. Yeah, we beat the Packers. We beat all 3 of them. And honestly, I don't. Maybe the Packers at the end of the year is the only in-division game I'm worried about at the second half.
Right, because
I'm not worried about Lions or Bears at all.
With the 7 playoff spots, you got to assume the Packers are looking at, hey, we just need one of those.
Yeah, they're fighting for the wild card, and a angry, hungry Packers at the second half might play a little different than silver spoon Packers like they always are. They no longer are invited to the table. They got to get there again.
We got to be honest, though, just because we're talking receivers, their receiving core is an atrocity. It's so bad. I mean, if I was Rodgers, I'd get pissed too. I mean, these people can't get open. They're terrible. They're just bad.
I watched a montage of him and Brady yelling at their own men. Are you kidding me? Like yelling at their own dudes. It's like the only guys who like Rodgers and 2 of their like defense guys are like the only people who seem like they're awake.
I mean, Rodgers is still trying to play good football.
He's trying.
His team's bad. I think
clearly
Aaron Jones is really good, but I don't know.
Aaron Jones is probably. I'm glad they finally gave him to ran the ball. They ran the ball the entire game.
So good.
Against
and I think
Bills.
he's their best receiver right now.
I don't know if you know Tom Grassi. He's a Packers guy who's all over YouTube.
But, I think I do. Yeah,
I like him a lot. He does he wears all the different jerseys and does the reactions. Yep. But he is a Packers guy, and he said that Aaron Jones is the best Aaron on the team right now. It's like, oh my god,
yes.
when a hardcore Packers dude's like, he's the best Aaron. Like, oh my god,
I would take Aaron Jones over Aaron Rodgers right now. I like Aaron Jones. He's really good.
Yeah, he's really good. Let's finally talk about the D. So it's hard to read, and there isn't anything to read. Pretty much J.J. Watt getting 2 sacks, and
J.J. Watt good still.
Yeah, and that was another impressive thing about Cousins' his touchdown, because Watt's going at him, and then the block, like if it wasn't for the blocking, he would have got nailed by Cousins by J.J. Watt, and then Cousins got around him and ran. But how terrifying is knowing that guy's right there? Like knowing you're 5 feet from J.J. Watt. Like that's got to take balls of steel to say.
J.J. was all over the place too. I mean, he is such a good ball player. He's huge. He's a monster.
Insane. Yeah,
he's a monster. But, I mean, if you click to our defense, not to say we had one of the defensive players of the week or anything.
Are you talking about Mr. Zadarius Smith?
Zadarius Smith with his 7 tackles and his 3 sacks and 4 of them for loss. I am.
We didn't have him last year. Did we get him from somewhere?
Yeah. A team that said they don't like him and he's mean and he's a prima donna and he won't play very well and he's going to get hurt week 4.
The guy who then goes and sacks your quarterback week 1 and flexes over him like, oh, that's right.
Did you see that? I'm sure you did, maybe, but Jared Allen got inducted into the Ring of Honor at the game on Sunday.
Oh no!
So I don't know if you rewatched, but I don't know what highlight you saw. But the Zadarius Smith has one of his sacks. He does the rope.
Oh, did the rope? Yeah, I saw that.
And he cut it up. And that's why, because Jared Allen was the big highlight.
I didn't know Jared Allen was the highlight.
Oh, you got to look it up.
He did that. Yep. And I was like, hey, that's Jared Allen's thing.
You got to look it up. When Jared Allen comes out at halftime, he's riding a horse with a cowboy hat on. He comes out of the field. So sweet.
Not to derail us completely, but I'm a big. You good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
We got the daughter. She's just excited about the Vikings defense.
It's okay. Hi.
Should I get you out of the name? Oh, look.
There we go.
That.
Hi. I was gonna say my favorite Jackass bits.
Oh yeah.
One of the top 3 is the blind side when Jared Allen plants Johnny Knoxville into the dirt, and then when Johnny's running one way and Jared just
Yep, it's so good.
Hardest hits you've ever seen.
It's so funny.
Oh, it's so good.
Love it.
And he's, what's your goal? And Jared Allen goes, murder Knoxville's face. And then he's like, Knoxville, and he's like, catch the ball. Catch the ball.
Yeah, that's so funny. It's such a good one too.
All right. We're not done with this defense. So not just. I mean, we have more than just the Darius Smith because we got 2 interceptions, one from Harris and one from
Bynum.
What's his name? Bynum.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Cool.
Yeah.
Good job.
He's our other safety.
And then Patrick Peterson played a heck of a game. And
game. Shut down.
Dantzler got 9 tackles. So it was the preview to this game. They totally tossed Dantzler under the bus, and they said be careful of was it Patrick Peterson, but go ahead and feed the ball to wherever Dantzler is.
Yeah,
and I was like, what are you talking about? ESPN straight up said that,
it's because they have I always feel like this. Not to just harp on the media on the Vikings, but it feels like they only remember the last year Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have no reason to watch.
Have you watched any of these games yet?
Yeah, I'm like, Dantzler's playing great football. He had DeAndre Hopkins half the time. DeAndre Hopkins is a top 5 or 6 wide receiver in the league.
He's up there.
I mean, what do you do? The guy's gonna make plays on you at some point.
Mm-hmm. But just completely giving Dantzler crap like that. I was like, really? Yeah. I think he's good. What? Am I missing something?
No, but he's awesome. He's playing so good now. And Patrick Peterson he frustrates me so much sometimes. But he had the best game he's played all season. He feels like he's ready to like win. I mean, again, it goes back to like, he says things in the media now. He says now he just wants to be a shutdown corner. That's his whole shtick. Okay. He doesn't care about the rest. And I'm like, all right, I'm into it. Let's go.
All right. I mean, I'm okay with having a shutdown corner.
Me too.
Let's talk about the other junk before we move into the futures. So, Cardinals got some junk. I mean, there's not a lot to talk about here.
No. But the other junk that
there's a weird stat in this junk. If you notice something missing,
yes.
Why don't we have any kickoff returns?
Oh yeah, they kicked them all out of the end zone. Because Matt Prater's one of the best kickers they have.
Okay,
Prater's a huge leg.
I thought there was a mistake. I was looking at kickoff returns and I'm like, no, we get 0? Like,
well, the other thing you should pay attention to is our kicker missed another extra point. So that's fun. Why can we not just find a consistent kicker? Why is this a thing?
It's funny because he did so good a couple weeks ago when he was like 5 for 5, just keep him under 50 yards and he's good. And then he misses extra points.
Like, I know he's missed 3 of them. He's missed 3 of them this year. Come on.
He can handle 54s, but not.
God damn it. It's just so infuriating. Maybe it's because we're Vikings fans and we know what kickers have done to us.
Kickers are Vikings fans' Achilles' heels.
It's unreal. It's unreal.
You can give us crap about anything. Kickers are where we get the real stab.
I know. When you missed that one, I was just like, this is unbelievable. You better get these out now because it's going to cost us when we start talking about the future here. It's going to cost us.
If he misses a freaking extra point in a wild card game, you think he's going to are you kidding
murder him?
Like,
we'll be like, oh my God, welcome to the Gary Anderson, Blair Walsh.
You can miss 53 and beyond. I will forgive you because those are hard kicks.
Yep.
But you're now playing in a real team. We're actually doing really good. You need to show up, man.
Yep. Vikings Achilles heel.
And he normally does. And that's I don't know what's worse, like a mediocre kicker or a hot and cold kicker, because I feel like a hot and cold kicker is worse.
It's so frustrating. It just is. I don't know.
It's so Vikings.
So Vikings. Like, come on.
You want to talk about the future?
Yeah, let's see what the next few are. We got a fun one in 2 weeks.
We got a really fun one.
Two fun ones.
Yeah. So I do got so I put their current scores next to them, just like kind of like a reminder to me because I'm kind of dumb. So I'm like, are the Bears any good? Are the Bears?
Yeah,
like, I need to be reminded.
The Bills and them Cowboys, man. Those are 2 games right there. Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
I'm. You know what's funny? Call me crazy. I'm a little worried about the Commanders.
Really?
They're like 2 in a row. They've got a winning streak right now.
I like Taylor Heineke. And Taylor Heineke used to be a Viking.
Yeah.
He was a guy I liked when he was a backup for us. I liked Heineke when he was here. So, I like him. But then I just saw my buddy literally just before we got on, apparently Dan Snyder, their owner's trying to sell the Washington football team Commanders. So that might
They're trying to sell the whole team right now?
Yeah. So that might add to some weirdness for the week. So maybe that's good for us.
Hey, maybe.
But I just hope we're not overlooking because we have the Bills next week.
That's what I'm getting at is I don't want to overlook the Commanders is what I'm getting at. Like, I don't think that the Commanders are a gimme. I might say 2 teams here you could call gimmies.
I would say the Colts are a gimme. The Lions are a gimme.
And even Bears, since it's at the end of the year, it's
our
last
and
game.
I would even say maybe the Patriots. The Patriots look bad. They look very bad.
They've had good wins though against teams.
They had a decent win last week, but overall,
But Bills is our test. Mm-hmm. Do we belong in that top? Like that's it. If we can beat the Bills, we've now proven that we are a top 3 to 4 team.
It's true. We really got, and I've heard already rumors that we might get our Cowboys game flexed to Sunday Night Football. And We all know Kirk Cousins' record on primetime games. It's so bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad, though. It's insane.
I know, but I'm so sick of that narrative.
It is, but
I'm so over it.
At the end of the day, we need to win one of those 2 games.
Yeah, absolutely.
We just have to. So that would put us at 8-2.
I don't need us to even win well. And the funny thing is, if we just don't lose to the Bills, I'll be happy. If we put up a great fight against the Bills, I will be like, all right. And then if we beat the Cowboys, but yeah. So I'm gonna guess where you want to put. I'm gonna guess you got us over Commanders, maybe not over the Cowboys.
I would put us at 8-2 after the Cowboys, and then I'm gonna put us at 9-3 post Jets.
And then what about?
I think we lose to the Jets or the Patriots just in a game.
There's one more hard game,
which is the Giants game.
Yeah,
Giants are an interesting team.
So much like us. They're so much like us.
They're just like us because nobody thinks Daniel Jones can win a game.
Well, the narrative was, "Oh my God, look, these guys are still somehow winning," and that was the narrative for both us and the Giants.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a fun matchup. I'm hoping. I mean, if we can end this season 12-5, I would feel very good about that.
If we can end the season 2nd seed, I'm okay.
Me too.
Like not just not a wild card spot. Like
there's no way. There's no way. Almost. I mean, we would have to collapse.
I would be so happy if we just didn't have to fight for the playoffs for once. That's it. I just don't want to see our name in the hunt ever again. I'm overhearing that. You know,
if that happens, we have collapsed completely because we are 3.5 games up of the Packers.
Yeah, absolutely.
That means that it's a 4-game swing in the second half of the season.
What about the Bears?
Well, and the Bears, I guess.
Technically, they got the same. They got the same record, man.
So I mean, we would have to lose to our division, and we would need to keep losing, and they would need to keep winning. And I'm just like, oh, that would be brutal.
It would be brutal, but it would be very Vikings.
It would be very Vikings.
It would be very Vikings. I'm sorry, but
I know.
The scariest thing is the fact that we're hopeful. That's a bad thing.
Yep.
It's not a good thing for Vikings fans.
I know. I'm hopeful.
That's why I didn't want to put us in the top 10 for so long. That's why I didn't want to believe it, because I knew the second I was hopeful, we're going to get destroyed.
Yeah. Well, we're hopeful now. After last week, I'm in now. I'm in.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So, all right. Well, so we'll probably reconvene after the Bills game.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks. So.
I hope we at least can talk after that one. It's
we have to.
Yeah,
have to. Too big of a game to ignore.
Yeah, to ignore. But okay, I feel like we kind of killed it on this one.
Yeah, it was good.
Get out of here.
Let's go.
All right.
Skull,
everybody, and yeah, let's do it. See you guys later.